through the two sides quickly. Australia goalkeeper Neil Snowden, fullbacks Craig Davies and John Bestel has come in. He was originally a reserve. He's come in for Nobbs for Australia. He's come in for Nobbs. Nobbs has apparently an ankle injury. David Bell, Warren Birmingham, Trevor King, the halves, Nigel Patmore left wing, Peter Hazelhurst inner, Terry Walsh centre forward, Rick Charlesworth inner, and Colin Batch right wing. With me co-commentating is Greg Corbin, the state women's coach. Greg, looks like it could be a pretty close game today. I think everyone's expecting that.
Yes, I think it'll be a very tough game. Australia trying to avenge the loss from the Olympics, and England trying to stay on top.
Now England, just running through their side, Ian Taylor, the goalkeeper, probably the world's best goalkeeper. That's what he's hailed. Fullbacks, Richard Dodds, David Craig. Half-line, Nick Clark, David Faulkner, James Duffy. The forwards, Martin Grimley, left wing, Norman Hughes, the captain, left inner. Imran Shawani, who has come in place of England's probably best player, I'd say, their centre forward, Sean Curley. And that could be a big blow for England, Greg.
Yes, Sean Curley was is a very severe player in the circle against the opposition defence. Haven't seen much of Shawani play, but he's being an international and having played 10 in 10 games, he should be dominating there.
And the other two players in the England side, Robert Clift and Nick Gordon, the right winger, are about to hit off now, and it's Imran Shawani, the centre forward, who will hit off. The start to the first Test match, Australia versus England. That's Clark, and a missed trap by Clark early in the game. Australia's got the penalty. The hit in from the sideline. That's King. That's penalty. England. King lifting the ball off the sideline. Clark to take the hit for England. That's Clift. Clark. Good move by England. That's the fullback Davies. Still going. That's Gordon. Well recovered by Davies. Penalty, that's obstruction. Davies to take the hit. Again, that's the second time in about a minute Australia's lifted the ball off the hit. Just on the 25-yard line, it's Richard Dodds, the fullback, to take the hit. And it's a sharp one. Shawani takes it, but he obstructed, and it's Birmingham out for Australia. It's Hazelhurst. That's Patmore. Patmore pulls back, side to Birmingham. Davies. Right half, the captain, David Bell. It's a good tackle by Grimley for England. It's Bestel across to Davies. It's out, and it's a 16 hit to England. Both sides just starting to get used to the field, I think, Greg.
Yes, it's been a bit quick in what they've been playing on the grass. This surface is very quick up here.
To Australia, that's King. King works his way around Cliff, but lost the ball. It's Shawani taking it up for England on the attack. Goes himself, he forces the penalty to England. Shawani forcing it on Bestel. That's the captain Hughes. No Faulkner, the centre half, to take the hit. That's out. And it's a 16-yard hit to Australia. Davies to take. Solid hit by Davies, straight to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst still going. Penalty Australia. It originally went onto the foot of Faulkner. Faulkner's down injured at the moment. The play's been called up. He's up now. Trainer on, wasn't needed, and he's off again. Davies, should be a short hit. Yes, King has it. It's an overhead, and a good overhead too by King. That's Craig, the fullback. It's a kick by only the world's best goalkeeper, Ian Taylor. Patmore mucked that one up pretty well. That's Davies with the ball across to Birmingham. Cross again. It's David Bell. There should be a penalty to Hughes. Penalty England. Forcing the obstruction. Craig dummied to push it back. He's put it through to Shawani, but under Shawani's stick and now over the sideline. For the King. Long ball back to Bestel. Number 6 for England, Nick Clark. It's Gordon. Gordon should get that penalty. That was well played. That's Clift. Gordon again, featuring pretty prominently in this half, in the first few minutes or so of this half. That's Davies. Shuani forcing that penalty on Davies. The ball left to go over the back line by Australian goalkeeper Neil Snowden. 16-yard hit, again Davies. Birmingham. That's a long ball to Patmore. Patmore picks it up just inside the sideline. Patmore, that's a good through ball, but it's Terry Walsh offside. Two players that have been quiet so far, Greg, Terry Walsh and Rick Charlesworth.
Yes, Norman Hughes doing a very good job on Charlesworth at the moment, and Walshy always gets picked up by the opposite fullback usually.
He's marked pretty heavily. That's Craig. Hazelhurst picked that ball up well. He tried to get it through to Patmore, but blocked off by Nick Clark. It's now up to Clift. Clift puts one through. Plenty of time for the goalkeeper Snowden. And good play by Birmingham, picking up that ball from the goalkeeper and putting it straight onto Faulkner's feet. That's Bestel. Bestel across to Patmore. Patmore traps. Right idea, but a bit too far behind. That's Gordon. Gordon listen up over King's stick, down the right flank. Cuts across inside. Could be a short corner here. No, long corner. Off the stick of the Australian. He tried to get onto his foot, but well played, Bestel.
Taboos of Tamworth are your local LBI distributors, but it doesn't stop there. Taboos are complete suppliers of all hardware products. That means everything in building and renovation materials, supplying industrial and domestic tradesmen. Taboos also supply a plant hire service throughout the area, providing up-to-date equipment at a call. Taboos of Tamworth, your LBI distributor and complete home hardware centre.
Bob thinks he's quite capable of completing his own tax return. John leaves it up to H&R Block, the tax specialists. The difference is simple. While Bob is still trying to fill in the forms, John is relaxing in the knowledge that H&R Block found every deduction he was entitled to. Chances are John will have his refund check while Bob is still worrying about the mistakes he made. Don't pay more tax than you must. Call H&R Block today.
Trelaw's genuine winter sale starts today with terrific money-saving specials. New season's fashion blazers and jackets are half price. Ladies and girls' fashion dresses also half price. Men's fleecy back tops $10 and boys' gotcha jackets $15. Ladies' winter nightwear and gowns less 20%. Men's stunner denim jeans are sensational $10 a pair. Plus, there's a large selection of top-name bedding drastically reduced for a quick sale. Trelaw's genuine winter sale starts today with terrific money-saving specials.
Hi, I'm Wilbur Wilde, and this is the greatest rock and roll collection, 100 giants of rock and roll. Pick up the greatest rock and roll collection and we'll give you the incredible rock and roll gold collection at no extra charge. And that's not all. If you buy now, you also get the rock and roll giants collection as a special bonus. 5 super albums, 100 giant hits, one low price, all original artists. Get yours now.
Gordon, a long corner hitting. Penalty Australia. Davies to take it. It's Charlesworth. That's Dodds now for England. A missed trap by Clift. Trevor King doesn't quite know what to do with it. He finds Patmore in an opening, the left winger. Patmore inside to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst also featuring prominently. Now a long ball to Patmore on the left wing. Tries to beat the English player across. Terry Walsh just behind Craig. Craig played well then. That was good play, but Australia still on the attack. Here's a chance. It's a short corner to Australia. It had to come. There was just too much pressure. England would get the ball out straight on the Australian stick, and the Australians would be back inside the circle. Good play, Australia. So the first short corner of the match. And it's Nigel Patmore, the left winger, to hit the ball out. Terry Walsh's stick stop, but he's hasn't been real successful with that. Still, here's Bestel inside. Onto the... Oh, there was a call for a penalty stroke there, but came off the England's player's foot. Apparently the umpire thought that it it didn't really hinder the play. There was another play behind him to stop it. So it's Pat Moore again to hit another short corner. Now that's 2 in a row for Australia. Pressure on for England now. Walsh another stick top. It's a hit by Davies and stopped by the English goalkeeper. Good save by Taylor. Another this time a long corner for the Australians. The pressure still on. Colin Batch making a run across from the right wing. Here's Hazelhurst. It's a chance, but well played by Craig. Australia's still pressuring. That's Bell. They're picked up now. England, that's Grimley. Grimley still going. Australian player obstructed, but played the advantage. Grimley again. That's inside, picked up by Bestel. That's Norman Hughes. There's a chance on. And a penalty to Australia. That was a hack coming across by Norman Hughes. That's Bestel now to take the hit. A bit of pressure there for Australia that really came out of nowhere. That ball's through right down to the England back line. And a 16-yard hit to be taken. Craig takes the hit. David Craig, the left back. Over to the right back, Dodds. That's Duffy. Missed trap. It's Bell. Birmingham. Going backwards, that's Bestel. Playing safely. It's onto the foot of Hughes and a hit to Australia. Bell playing safe. That ball picked up by centre forward Chouani. It's a cross, but not a good pass. Straight to Trevor King for Australia. A penalty, England. Referee saying that ball a bit dangerous. Dodds now to take the hit. Off the England stick, hit from the side for Australia. Greg, Australia seem to be putting on a bit more pressure than the England side at this stage.
Yes, they've got more control at the moment when they get up in the attacking forward line.
It's Bestel. Hazelhurst picks it up off Clift. It's inside. Terry Walsh lets it go. He probably should have picked that up, but he let it go. Thought there was someone behind him. England now have the hit.
I think he thought Charlesworth was closer to him then.
Yeah, Charlesworth was back a bit, wasn't he? That's a ball through for Grimley, and Grimley's winning the race of the ball. Hughes. Here's a solid hit straight into David Bell. Here's Gordon, but well played Trevor King. It's Hazelhurst, and a penalty Hazelhurst. Davies takes it for Australia. Ball straight through to Charlesworth. Here's a chance. Charlesworth, plenty of room to move. That's outside to Batch, but Batch has missed the trap. You feel that the sides are still finding it a bit hard to get used to this surface, Greg?
Yes, this surface is a bit quicker than a normal artificial surface, which I'm sure both sides are used to.
It's Grimley again. Having a strong game, Martin Grimley.
Very quick.
Certainly got the pace on Bestel there a second ago. Davies up from fullback. Good tackle by Charlesworth. Charlesworth didn't really agree with the decision there, but the pushing the side's gone England's way. Tackle by Charlesworth. Batch has it. Penalty Australia. A heavy tackle from behind. It's David Bell. Nick Gordon, the right winger, making his debut for England today. Nick Gordon. It's a long corner now for England. Ball hit across and it was lifted. 16-yard hit to Australia. A couple of those balls being lifted off the hits. Wasted ball. That's Faulkner. Terry Walsh hacked out. It's Patmore. Gives it to Walsh down the side, and Walsh has been called offside. That was close. Terry not worrying about it, turning around and going back to his position. That's Clark. Clark straight out over the sideline. Campbell packed on his stick, actually. That's Clift. Clift, you'll give it right. That's Nick Clark, the half. Davies again, safe. You're having trouble with Davies, Greg.
Yes, no, he's a very solid player.
And that's out. Bad play there by Crick. Gives Australia the hitting from the sideline. Trevor King. Calls. Taylor kicks it out to David Craig, the fullback for England. The left back. Craig kicks it out. Clark mistraps near the sideline, and it's Australia hitting. Patmore puts it across to Birmingham. Patmore again. That's Charlesworth. Back to Patmore. Great play. Patmore took it a bit too far.
That's the speed of the surface there coming into it then.
Well, that was only a split second, wasn't it? The second it was there, the next one it wasn't. That's Hazelhurst. Cliff beats him. Charlesworth comes across, recovers. An England hit. Dodds. Faulkner. And a good tackle by Charlesworth. Walsh. Dodds picks him up. Dodds gets the penalty. A few heavy tackles going in there, but nothing too serious. The game's being played in good spirit at the moment.
I think you always get heavy tackles because the marking is very tight at this level of hockey.
That's Davies. Big hit through, down to the England back line, into the goal, and a 16-yard hit to be taken for England. Greg, Australia beaten by Great Britain in the bronze medal playoff at the Olympic Games. Here's a chance, here's a chance. This is Birmingham. Batch is mistrapped out over the sideline. Yeah, they were beaten by Great Britain at Los Angeles. Is this a revenge match for the Australian side?
I'd imagine it would be, because I think that hurt a fair bit when they got beaten by Great Britain in LA.
I know they don't like to talk about it much, but Rick Charlesworth said yesterday that there's definitely some feeling there, and they're going to lift their game.
You may not want to talk about it, but it's fact.
It is fact. That's Hazelhurst. Penalty's going against. Dodds now, right back. That's Clift. Straight onto Hazelhurst's foot. Dodds again. It's Charlesworth. It's a good straight ball across, but the ball's too far for Batch.
Yeah, and that's the fast surface coming into it again there.
That pass did seem to be a bit too far away from him then. But on this surface, you've got no hope.
Just must play a little more direct on this surface than you do on the water.
Trevor King then looking at the referee. Hit his foot. He thought he could have got away with it, but he didn't. Now it's Australia's hit. Davies. Trevor King. This trap, he's recovered though. Across to Vestal, right back. Bell. Bad pass by Bell. It's Duffy. Griffin. Duffy. Tackle by Vestal. Hughes takes a quick hit. That's Faulkner. Good stick work by Faulkner around two players. Inside to Hughes. Here's a chance. This is Shawani, but Trevor King cleans up at the back. And a bit of a nudge there by Shawani. Gave the penalty to Australia. It's Davies. Off Hazelhurst's stick. Out over the sideline. A quick take by Clark again here to take the hit from the side. It's Cliff. And onto the foot of King. Hit for England. That ball through. Shawani nearly picked it up. Over the back line is 16 to Australia.
Neil, there's a surprising amount of unforced errors out there at the moment. If people adjusting to the surface.
Yeah, they seem to. I mean, we're not keeping an error rate, but it certainly would be high.
The straight receiving errors or passing errors at this level.
I think it won't be until the second half that you'll see the best of these two teams. That's Davies, Birmingham, Charlesworth on the left side. Patmore inside of Hazelhurst. Good play by Patmore. Picked it up well. Here's a chance. Ball lifted into the circle. Batch picks it up. And a short corner to Australia. It's good play. Good constructive play then, Greg.
Yes, it was. I think they should have got the penalty corner a little bit earlier than that because the raised ball came off the English stick.
I think the umpire, the referee playing the advantage, but they really didn't get the advantage out of it. Right, penalty corner to Australia. Patmore to hit it out. Stitched up by Walsh, it's a hit. Taylor down, here's a chance, Birmingham, and another short corner. Taylor not happy with it. It's a good save. Actually, at training the other day, Australia was practicing the flick over the top of the goalkeeper if he lied on the ground, but they haven't as yet done that. They might be saving that one up. There's an injury now.
Yes, Australia have changed their penalty corner combination there because Hazelhurst's position has changed. He came in from behind King and...
in fact, that is Peter Hazelhurst down there.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, he changed his position that time, Peter Hazelhurst coming in, because the first corner he came in behind Trevor King and what's the fullback?
Davies.
Craig Davies. Well, this time he came in from their left, so I thought they may have had a variation on that time.
Well, let's see if they do something different this time. Hazelhurst back up. It doesn't take much to get an injury on this either. Fall down on this if you know it. This is Patmore to hit the penalty corner out again. Walsh with a stick stop.
See the position that Hazelhurst has taken up this time.
That was close. That was great play. Hazelhurst dummy to hit.
Dummy to flick over the goalkeeper, hoping the goalkeeper moving.
Davies hit. It was stopped well by the fullback. That was close. So it's an England hit from the side. England survive another one. That's Gordon. Ball through for Shawani, but it's too far, too wide. That's Bestel. Gives it out to King. King picks it up. Bad play by King. Here's a chance. It's Grimley. And Hughes. Shot at goal. Well saved by Snowden.
Snowden would have been unsighted there. Very good reflexes by him.
Stick coming in from behind there. A bit of a hack, and it's England's. Here coming Australia. Davies attacking. The ball really picked up Batch. It's a good hit by Davies. So we've seen in the first half so far, Greg, a solid attack by Australia, and a counter-attack by England. And again, another solid attack by Australia, and another one by England, so it's pretty even.
That's the way England's going to be playing. They're playing a counter-attack game where Australia are building up methodically and going through their half line and getting up and attacking in numbers, where England is sort of attacking a little bit one out.
That's Dodds playing it right across. Ball put through. Over the 16, over the back line. The 16 to be taken by the Australians. Davies getting a lot of work in this first half. Game slowed down a bit here, Greg. Horsey backs. Both sides still trying to sort each other out. Find out where the weak spots are. Couldn't pick up Gordon. It's over the sideline.
Soda is just soda.
At the Claytons. Cola is just cola. At the Claytons.
Dry ginger is just dry ginger. At the Claytons, at the Claytons, at the
Claytons. When an ordinary drink is just ordinary, the drink you have is Claytons, regular or dry.
At the Claytons.
If you're looking for a good deal, the Kef Gang are the good guys from the wild Northwest. Bob Kef will rack up a great deal for you on a new Toyota. George Garchaw will give you a break in a new car. David Simons is right on cue when it comes to doing a deal in commercials. And you can't miss when you deal with Braith Garchaw. Don't get snookered. Talk to the Kef Gang at Inverell. They're the good guys.
Tail shaft balancing, Retorque can do it. Retorque Engine Reconditioning have recently installed the very latest in engine and tail shaft balancing equipment and can now provide this specialized service on all cars, trucks and tractors at their modern, newly equipped engine reconditioning workshop in Tamworth. From the coast to the Hunter Valley, from the Queensland border to Dubbo, Retorque can service your reconditioning requirements, and Retorque now stock the complete range of microdot helicoils. Retorque Engine Reconditioning for balancing, helicoils and good old-fashioned service.
King across to Bestel. Bestel missed traps, but there's no pressure. Charlesworth nearly picked it up. It's now Norman Hughes, the captain of England's stick. Picked up by Batch there, and apparently Australia. I think Batch.
What that was for?
Well, Batch, I'm pretty sure, thought it was a pretty legal tackle. Might have been a bit of a fake fall. Well, Hughes is down. He did hurt himself. Let's see if the medical man gets a bit of work this time.
Seemed to have twisted his ankle by the looks of that. Century is holding.
Be a big loss for England if Hughes went off.
Particularly since they've lost Sean Curley before the game started.
Yeah, that was a big blow. Sean Curley, England's centre forward, and actually he was the man that scored the winning goal in the Olympic Games against Australia to take the bronze off Australia. And apparently been playing very well. England's just finished a big tour of Amsterdam. Played well there, and they were very successful there. Sean Curley, one of the stars. Ball to Dodds now. Norman Hughes seems okay. He's running all right. Get ball out over the sideline. It's an England hit. Hughes. Nothing wrong with him. It's Bell. And the hand on Bell's shoulder. Bestel now. Charlesworth. Ball to Batch. Batch is still going. Charlesworth again. Referee playing the advantage. Should get the penalty there. They do. Charlesworth finally forcing the obstruction. That's Bell. On the right side of the field. Charlesworth. Good bit of stick work by Charlesworth. This time it's... Oh, that was close. Straight onto Batch's stick. Taylor dived and it just missed the left-hand post.
Then it's a great deflection by Colin Batch.
That was... would have been the one Australia wanted. Now it's King. Gives it to Birmingham. Bestel picks it up. It's straight to Grimley. Grimley puts a ball through.
Sort of passes, put a lot of pressure on the defence.
Those through balls, they've got to turn around and run, and that's not really like what a fullback likes doing the best. Faulkner in the centre. Fifth. And a good tackle by King. Charlesworth, but Hughes picks it up. He's marking Charlesworth well. Penalty England. Faulkner. Grimley. And a good tackle by Bell. Just touched around that. That's the advantage of playing on the surface too, Greg, just to be able to do a tackle like that.
Yes, you can. And Australia's very lucky having Bell and King as their wing halves, who are both excellent reverse side tacklers.
That's Batch. A bit of him over the past few minutes. Makes a short break here. Push it out over the sideline. That's Pepper's. It's Charlesworth.
After the whistle.
So it's England now. Hit from the side. Game slowing down a tiny bit. It's over the back line. With us in the commentary box now, the centre forward for England, who was supposed to be out there playing Sean Curley. Sean, bad luck about not playing the test match. It must be very disappointing.
Yes, it is. I always like playing against Australia. It's quite a tough match normally. It's looking quite tough out there at the moment.
And what is the problem with you?
Well, I had a cartilage problem before I came out. A week before I came out, and I had it removed. And hopefully I should be fit again in a week's time.
The game seems pretty even at the moment. How do you think England's playing?
Well, I think we're playing very well. Look, considering we're a very young team, and we're looking good at the moment.
Both sides have had their chances. I really couldn't say that Australia's had any more than England.
No, not this moment. We've had a couple. Ian Taylor's made a couple of good saves on corners. What we want to do now is roll up the pressure a bit and start getting the corners.
No, I've noticed a few through balls going through, not quite being picked up by the forwards. I suppose you'd like to be out there.
Yeah, I'd love it. It's a problem with this pitch is it's very quick, and if you put a through ball too far ahead of the guys, they're just not catching up with it.
Sure, inside forwards are doing a very good job on ours today. When he's playing inside forwards.
Yeah, they are. Again, I say they're young lads, and I mean, at the beginning of the game, you've got a job to do. You look after those, and then you can start to play after that, after you've sorted out who's playing where.
Any moves to mark guys like Rick Charlesworth out of the game? I noticed that he has been marked very tightly.
Well, not particularly. Basically, what we're trying to do is start off, look after the opposition, and then try and build up from there. I noticed they're all moving around the place, and Australians are not sticking rigidly to their positions, which is a bit of a problem.
Okay, thanks very much, Sean, for joining us. I hope the injury gets better soon, and sorry we had to make you climb this big tower.
So, my pleasure.
Okay, thanks very much. So the score's still 0-0 with about 11 minutes to go, and it's Davies, a quick little push across to King. Inside the Australian 25, it's Bestel. It's Bill putting one over the top. Dodds letting it go over the sideline.
You can see the difference in the two surfaces in Los Angeles. That's how Charlesworth scored that goal against West Germany with that little Bell scoop over the top.
He's a perfectionist at that. It's Hazelhurst. Clift actually went onto Clift's foot. Davies now up from fullback to take the hit, and he pushes across to Birmingham. Ball out to the left, Patmore. Patmore down in the far corner. And Nick Clark played well there. Stuck with Patmore. It's Australia's hit. This is close. Here's a chance for Batch. It's a shot. Saved by Taylor. The ball put through. England safe again. Out over the Australian back line, and another 16-yard hit to be taken, this time by Bestel. It's Duthie. Hughes back to Duthie. Duthie still going. Tackle from Batch. Puts it over the side. Duthie to take the hit again. Davies goes. That's Hazelhurst. But it's a hit for Australia. From the side. That's Bestel. Clift beats Hazelhurst. Puts one through onto Davies' foot. Davies doesn't agree. Faulkner. Ball was supposed to go through to Hughes, but Davies blocked it off. Gordon down the right flank, puts it across. A bit too far, Shuani, too far from Shuani and the left winger Grimley. It's a quick hit by Bestel, picked up by Bell. Straight to Hughes for England. Faulkner drags it back. Duthie. Dodds now, the fullback. Duthie again. A lot of play seems to be on the England left-hand side. Birmingham runs back. Davies. King, the overhead. Dodds watches it, takes it well. Puts it straight onto Charlesworth, and the referee plays the advantage. Dodds with the ball. And the penalty, Australia. Well, that, I suppose, could have gone either way, Greg.
Yes, good luck to get that one, I think. That
ball out. Grimley just taking the ball out over the sideline. The hit's taken from the side. Bell, another overhead. Nearly picked up by Walsh. Before it went out. Well, now's the crucial time, Greg, if one of these two sides can get one up. Yes. There's 7 minutes to go.
Yes, tell me that last 5-7 minutes before half-time is a critical time for either side, because it's nice to go into the half-time break with that one advantage.
Batch hitting from the side. Good tackle by Birmingham, and he dragged it back and he gets the penalty. Hazelhurst. Back to Patmore. Patmore tries one through. And that was a good deflection from Walsh. Taylor had plenty of time to save it. Puts it out over the sideline.
Because tube makers carry a comprehensive range of LBI custom orb, custom blue orb, guttering, capping, purlins, trim deck and high ten, they're able to offer fast delivery, and that includes cut-to-size shipments as well. See tube makers Tamworth, Inverell and Taree for the complete range of LBI steel products.
Tube Maker Supply has everything to lend a helping hand.
Your business can be more efficient with the Telecom Commander system.
Cost estimates to build a home.
With a large garage.
Excuse me. That's the manager's phone. Ah, somebody's taken it. With the Commander system, we can answer calls from any extension.
Please hold a moment while I check. Sue, Mr. Dent's contract.
Left yesterday.
Mr. Dent, definitely yesterday, by Air Express.
Every business, no matter how small, can be more efficient with Telecom Commander.
If you're looking for a good deal, the Kef Gang are the good guys from the wild Northwest. Bob Kef will rack up a great deal for you on a new Toyota. George Garchaw will give you a break on a new car. David Simons is right on cue when it comes to doing a deal in commercials. And you can't miss when you deal with Braith Garchaw. Don't get snookered. Talk to the Kef Gang at Inverell. They're the good guys.
The Entertainers catalogue is out now with some great national Panasonic specials. The dollar devaluation means the prices will rise, but not yet with National. Look at these inflation beaters. National NB 450 cordless remote and super still video recorder with free installation, a 3-year warranty, and free tapes, only $759. National 48cm colour television with stand and 3-year warranty, an amazing $595. Plus free 3-hour National videotapes for only $36. Beat the price rises at your Retribution store today.
Taylor again called on to put the kicker on the ball. Patmore. That's Charlesworth. Attempted shot. Blocked off by the fullback Davies. Out over the back line, and it's a long corner to Australia. Walsh across. Close, Faulkner. Could be a penalty corner here. It is. Ball forced by Birmingham. Faulkner doesn't agree, and Walsh is arguing with him. A couple of tempers getting a bit frayed out there, but it's the heat of the moment.
This is a corner I'm sure Richard Agus would dearly love the boys to put in for him.
This could be the one too. They still haven't tried that one over the top. Taylor seems to be lying on the ground nearly every time, so...
Could be trying to slip again because Hazelhurst has gone to that hitting position.
Pushes it across this time to Batch. Here's a chance for Batch. Saved by Taylor again. I tell you what, a goalkeeper like that must break a forward's heart. That's Hughes. And a good tackle by Charlesworth. He got away with it over the Clift. Clift runs, should give it right. No, puts it through to Shawani. Here's a chance. And once again, we've seen Australia attack and England counter-attack. Gordon. That's Clift. Penalty England. The referee didn't agree with that tackle. And it's Clift to take it. And forced by Gordon. Penalty 5 yards out from the Australian circle. Clift puts it across. Hazelhurst. Good play, but now it's back to Clift again. Getting plenty of work on the right. And a good tackle by King.
Those left side tackles must be killing King's fingers because I see he's got them all taped up there.
He has to. Penalty Australia. So it's an England hit from the side. Duthie to take it. Grimley runs down, picks it up, pushes through. Possibly should have got the penalty there. I don't know, but it's into Hazelhurst now. Clark blocks off, Dodds to Clift. Clift wide to Gordon, too far ahead, out over the sideline. Siwani picks that one up. He didn't quite know where it was there. Could have been a bit quicker. He could have picked that one up easy. That's Birmingham. Hazelhurst wide to Patmore. Again, an attack down the Australian left-hand side, but well tackled by Clark. Clift. The tackle by Davies. That's Clark. Clift. Clark. Drew Hazelhurst and then threw off. And, not a very good hit then, Greg. Straight down the side.
And he's just playing for half-time.
Yeah. Only 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half. Birmingham touches across, but Hughes picks it up. That's Grimley, left wing. Over to Clift. The inside right. Hughes. Hughes putting a through ball, expecting Gordon to be there to run onto, but he was too far back. Hazelhurst. Birmingham, centre half. Terry Walsh picks it up. Walsh puts one through, but well blocked off by Craig, the fullback. That ball through for Batch. Batch puts it across, picked up by Dodds. Dodds having a safe game too. Out over the side.
Take inside, Jimmy.
Picked up by Shiwani. Davies took it too far. This is Gordon, back inside Shiwani. Good stick work, drags it across over to Grimley. Grimley goes himself down the left, back inside. Short corner to England. Pushed back onto David Bell's foot. And this would be a handy one for England.
I'd say it would.
1 minute and 20 to go.
This sort of thing hurts because this will be their first penalty corner that England had in this half, or in the game so far. And if they put it in straight, first corner they've got, that's what really hurts the defensive side.
And how often do you see one side get so many short corners and don't score, then another one, no, the other side gets a short corner and bangs it straight into the back of the net?
Sure enough, happens.
That's Clift hitting out the short corner, the penalty corner, and that's Dodds, puts it across to Craig. Craig appealing for another penalty corner. But referee saying the ball coming off the Australian stick, and it's a long corner now for England. Price picked up by Bell. Out over the back line, another long corner for England. Australia have got to hang on in this last 40 seconds. It'd be a shame to go down in that time. Ball lifted, they're out of trouble. Charlesworth. Good tackle by Grimley. Patmore misses a trap on the right. I'll let Australia's left. Clark bounced off Patmore's stick onto Dodds. Dodds puts it over Faulkner. Had a chance. Hazelhurst puts forward to Patmore. Patmore slips, picked up by Clark for England. Clift, Dodds. Half-time siren about to sound. There it goes. So the half-time score, very close one. Australia 0, England 0. As two sides go on. And we'll be back right after this break.
The Entertainers catalogue is out now with some great national Panasonic specials. The dollar devaluation means the prices will rise, but not yet with National. Look at these inflation beaters. National NV 450 cordless remote and super still video recorder with free installation, a 3-year warranty, and free tapes, only $759. National 48cm color television with stand and 3-year warranty, an amazing $595. Plus free 3-hour national videotapes for only $36. Beat the price rises at your Retrovision store today. Come to Tamworth, come to JT Fossey. JT Fossey Tamworth have the largest selection of vehicles in northern New South Wales. They've got air-conditioned wagons, V8 sedans, utes, commercials, 4-cylinders, 6-cylinders, automatics, manuals, heavy trucks, family cars, budget price cars, 4-wheel drive vehicles and immaculate prestige vehicles. Yes, JT Fosseys have got them all. If you're looking for a top quality vehicle, forget the runaround, come to Tamworth, come to JT Fossey and choose from the largest selection of cars in the north. JT Fossey Tamworth, their name is your guarantee.
Visit Port Macquarie for the 1985 Better Homes and Buildings Show at the Port Macquarie Indoor Stadium and RSL Club July 19th to 21st. See exhibits of interest to every homeowner, prospective home builder and decorators, as well as attractions for the kids. The Port Macquarie Better Homes and Building Show is one of the largest and most successful building shows outside Sydney. The Port Macquarie Better Homes and Building Show, July 19th to 21st at the Indoor Stadium and RSL Club in Port Macquarie.
Proudly supported by Carpet Cheap, Port Macquarie.
At last, the look you can't afford at a price you can. Directly imported from Japan by H&A Wholesale Jewellers. These exquisite shell-based pearls are available in various sizes and priced from only $34.95. And as a special introductory offer, you'll receive these matching earrings absolutely free with each purchase. Tommy Pearls, a look you can't afford at a price you can. Available from these leading jewellers.
Inverell Gem Centre, Inverell. H. Fay & Sons, Bingara. Ian McFarlane, Warrielda.
So as expected, a close one. Half-time score Australia 0, England 0. Greg, you're the state women's coach. What would you be doing if you had one of these sides?
Attempting to score goals, firstly. Now, Australia have had their chances. There's been very good defence by Ian Taylor, the great English goalkeeper. I think it wasn't for him being in the net, Australia could have had one. There was excellent deflection there of one of the shots from the Australian boys, and a couple of other reflex saves by Ian Taylor were very good.
The England side certainly playing a lot better than they did on Tuesday against New South Wales, pressuring New South Wales, Australia, and seemed to be marking Rick Charlesworth right out of the game.
Yes, they're playing a very good midfield game, defensive midfield game, the English side. Faulkner, the centre half, is pushing up very high on Warren Birmingham and not allowing Australia to play through the centre half. And then that makes the marking job of the opposite inside forwards on Charlesworth and Hazelhurst a little bit easier.
Whatever one coach is telling, well, say the Australian coach is telling them, I'd say the England coach would be telling his side the same thing, because they both seem to be playing the same game.
Yes, I think they're both playing very tight, mainly because this being the first test match of the series, they're reluctant to sort of go all out and go to the second test next week, one down.
Australia have had more short corners than England. What would you be doing on that short corner battery now?
They've only had 1 or 2 direct shots. So at this stage, I think they're just sort of settling into this new program or new pattern of how to play the penalty corners with this new rule, which has come into force about a month ago.
OK, thanks very much, Greg. And I see now that the players from both sides are about to come back out on the field. Well, Australia to hit off in the second half, Terry Walsh. There's the whistle. That's Birmingham. Bell, Charlesworth. Not a clean trap. Faulkner for England, on to Charlesworth's foot. Penalty to England. Australia with the ball now, a penalty. Vestal across to Birmingham. Goes wide to Bell. A tackle by Grimley. Grimley a bit angry about that. Charlesworth, good play, but picked up. Charlesworth recovered well, tackled well. Penalty Australia. He did enough work in there to get 2 penalties. Vestal. It's the captain Hughes for England. Cross, no one running onto it though, but Grimley's picked it up. Back to Duffy. Duffy, a dangerous ball.
It's only being Grimley's second international. I don't fancy his job out there playing against David Bell with about 147 or thereabouts internationals.
Yeah, certainly an experience on Australia's side.
Most definitely, yes.
It's came a Walsh's stick, and here's... Well, Walsh then pushed Craig in the back. He's been called over by the referee. Walsh thought it was Craig that got called over. He's been warned to keep his temper. Charlesworth in now. It's only a warning. So it's England hit. Craig to take it. Number 5 for England. A wide ball to Clark. Clark pushes it through. Penalty England. Solid tackles there. Birmingham now. Trying to control that midfield. That's Charlesworth. Shawani picks it up for England. Ball went loose. Trying to pull it through Bestel. Bestel, a good tackle. Stick on the ground. What Shawani should have done then, I suppose, Greg, was tried to lift it up over his stick.
Yeah, Australia's a bit quick for that, and to toss over his stick, he would have, I'd say, tossed it too far and gone towards Neil Snowden, the keeper, who would have made the save then, or let it run over the back line.
So that's Davies for Australia, over to Bestel. Two fullbacks working well together. Charlesworth, this trap onto Dodds, and Dodds puts it through. It's now King for Australia. Another overhead by King, he's done a few of them. Well, the referee's called that for dangerous now. Greg, would you agree with that?
No, I wouldn't actually, Neil. I find it a little bit hard to believe that he's blown that one.
Seemed to be too dangerous to me. That's Dodds.
That's one of those rules which says in the umpire's opinion. And unfortunately, we've got to go along with it.
The umpire's in control of the game. That's Faulkner, but a bad pass straight to Birmingham. And that pass from Birmingham too far for Batch.
A fraction hard.
Ball lifted then by Grimley. And here's a card going to Grimley. It's a warning. It's a green card. He seemed, as you said before, seems to be getting frustrated by David Bell. Grimley's inexperience probably showing.
Yeah, not getting much clean possession with Bell.
It's Walsh. Chance on for Australia, but blocked out by Clift. Penalty to England. Ball gone through. Out over the Australian back line. 16-yard line hit to be taken. That's Batch. Shawani, but a good tackle by Charlesworth. Shawani gets him back. Ball now with Bestel. Batch chopped out by Hughes. That's Grimley with the ball. Tried to find Shawani, but too far. There's a hit to Batch. Shawani stick down, tackle as well. A couple of little shoulders and things coming in, Greg. The game, temper's starting to...
yes, as the tempo gets up,
now.
As the tempo of the game sort of increases, good more body contact tends to come into it.
It's a ball from Hazelhurst. Walsh is running onto it. Taylor's there. Safe as ever. Kicks it out to Clark. That's Faulkner. That's Grimley. And again, Grimley got the penalty. He probably should have, but he's losing control of himself a bit. Snowden, a giant kick by Snowden. The crowd loved that one. Well, speaking of the crowd, apparently just over 3,000 is the figure for the crowd, which is very good for Tamworth. They braved some pretty shocking conditions today. No wind really, but it's cold and overcast.
Well, it was only predicted of 8 degrees maximum today. And they're very brave coming out.
Come out in force and a lot of score children too. That's Bestel now. Bestel hits straight over the sideline. Ten minutes into the second half, 0-0 the score. That's Charlesworth, Walsh. Australia's got to see more of that, those two players combining, because when they do, that's when Australia fires. That ball, a good one, through to Gordon. Gordon runs onto it. He's around Davies. But Davies picks it up well. Now it's Hazelhurst. Here's a chance. It's out wide, picked up by Terry Walsh out on the left wing. Penalty England. See what that was for, Greg?
No, I don't know. I think it was his foot. I'm not quite sure.
No one seems to be complaining too much, sir. Deflected off the stick of Patmore. It's Hazelhurst trying to recover for Australia. The ball out by Australia, and England hit in. Cliff now gives it to Clark. Clark picked off by Charlesworth.
Quite short half-time, Richard Aggers has told the Australian fellows to up the tempo a little bit because they were very slow and methodical in the first half, and they've most definitely sort of increased the tempo of the game now.
Charlesworth, the referee picked that up off Charlesworth's stick onto his body. The hit to be taken by Dodds, the number 4, England's fullback. Puts it across. Hughes missed traps. Bell picks it up. That's Batch down the right. Batch still going. Good play, Batch. Inside to Charlesworth. Oh, and Charlesworth just couldn't get control of that. Ran a bit too far away from him. Grimley now. Hughes back to Grimley. Good play. Hughes. That was Duffy getting the overhead. Cliff now on the right. A good tackle by King. King's got the penalty. Obstruction. England with the ball. Hazelhurst. Referee plays the advantage. England still with it. That's Clark. Birmingham trying to give it to Hazelhurst. Blocked off by England. Australia get the penalty. Craig with plenty of time, but he's missed it and it's hit his foot. Here's a chance for Australia if they're quick. That's Walsh. Back to Batch. Picked off by Craig. Charles now.
It's the second time.
And again, tempers fraying. It's the captain, Norman Hughes, this time talking with the umpire. Probably, I think, Greg, about the, I think he's complaining about the shoulders in the Australian tackles, but...
I think the Australian side is playing strong hockey.
That's all it is, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't feel they're doing anything illegal. They're playing strong games.
That's Gordon now. I think Australia trying to upset the English side, the less experienced England players. Gordon, Shawani tries for a hit. That's a goal. England, 1 up.
No.
Goal to Grimley.
Stick obstruction. Stick obstruction. No goal. Stick obstruction.
Australia lucky there. But stick obstruction. Still 0 all. That's King with the ball out to Patmore. Martin Grimley thought he'd scored the win. King. 26 minutes to go in this game. The ball across to Bell. Bell missed traps.
Australia just having a little bit of difficulty, you know, coping with this the extra fast run of the turf here.
That's Birmingham, an overhead. Walsh is going to run onto it. He can put it across inside quick. England's recovered though. Ball comes off Dodds' stick over the back line. A long corner for Australia. Walsh to hit it. That's Faulkner. Grimley with the ball straight onto Batch's foot. Plays for the penalty. Things looking bleak now, Greg. The weather not very good at all.
I think we'll be lucky to see the game out without a shower.
Some heavy clouds rolling in. But it's not heavy now. That's Craig. Batch. Bell now puts it across at Birmingham, but Faulkner runs through. Faulkner, referee plays the advantage. England get the penalty. Dodds.
I think the further this game goes, the more likely England are to get a draw.
I think they'd be happy with a draw result in the first test.
Yes, to go to Canberra for Sunday's test match all even, that would be a good one for them. Being such a young side.
Sometimes I'm away working for weeks at a time, but I'm my own boss, so when I'm home I can take my time and unwind. We'd always wanted a houseboat, so we got a home equity loan from National Australia Bank.
A bit of peace and quiet, that's why you work all day, a place to get away together.
Your home is an asset you can use. So for a home equity loan, get together with National Australia Bank, your bank.
Trelaw's genuine winter sale starts today with terrific money-saving specials. Ladies and girls, new season separates, half price. Men's pure wool knitwear, less 20%. Top style ladies' dresses, also half price. Ladies' nightwear and gowns, less 20%. Men's dress and casual jackets, less 20%. Boys' jackets, only $15. Plus, there's a large selection of top-name bedding, drastically reduced for a quick sale. Trelaw's genuine winter sale starts today with terrific money-saving specials.
Waking up feels great, to be alive on such a day. Making up your mind feels great, there's just no other way. And it's great to sit back Take the time, call this place your own, your perfect country home.
Goulin Street, West Tamworth. Phone 067 65 5955.
At last, the look you can't afford at a price you can. Directly imported from Japan by H&A Wholesale Jewellers. These exquisite shell-based pearls are available in various sizes and priced from only $34.95. And as a special introductory offer, you'll receive these matching earrings absolutely free with each purchase. Tommy Pearls, a look you can't afford at a price you can. Available from these leading jewellers.
Doug South Jewellers in Burrell, Crystal Kingdom, Coonabarabran, DJ Coot, Barraba, and Walker Gift Store, Walker.
Well, Australia's putting the pressure on England and making their tackles a bit heavier than in the first half. England does seem to be, it doesn't seem to be worrying them too much.
Australia's having a little bit of trouble getting to the circle at the moment. In the second half, I don't think we'll put any real pressure on Taylor, the keeper. England done a very good defensive job. We're just on the edge of the circle.
That's Dodds, a big hit across for Grimley, and it was a hard one to trap. He's behind him.
The other thing with the Australian side, now, they're traditionally very slow starters of a tournament, and this test series would be the same for them as well. Slow starting in Los Angeles.
It's England to hit in from the side. Yes, you couldn't say it's a very impressive performance by Australia in the first test.
Some untidy work by the Australians, which is most unusual by them, because Richard Agus has them very disciplined, very well drilled side. Just the moment, little touches like that aren't coming off for them.
It's Charlesworth down for Birmingham. That's Batch. He was looking for Birmingham running through. He couldn't get him. Birmingham's got it now. But trapped there by Faulkner. The ball pushed on to Batch's foot by Dodds. Penalty to England. It's Craig. Clark. Clift. And we have a hit to England. Dodds looking for someone to hit to. Now they're starting to run. That's Clark, Dodds. Clark again, but he's mistrapped. Australia's hit from the side. King, Trevor King. Takes the hit. It's Birmingham running through, but trapped by Dodds. Pushed back out. Now that's Pat Moore. That's Charlesworth. Stick work by Charlesworth. Good play. It's Batch with the ball. Tried to get it through to Bell. Blocked off by Duffy. And it's England's hit. Duffy shaped up to hit. Leaves it for Craig. Craig calling for someone to move. Charlesworth now. Solid tackle by Shivani. Sees the penalty go against him. But it's now England from the side. Still a lot of unforced errors, Greg.
Yes, there is. Yes, there's more than I think from any of the Australians, any previous games that they've played.
Walsh now pressures Dodds. Ball goes straight to Hazelhurst. Drags it back. Should be a push across. Here's Birmingham. It's a hit. Saved by Taylor. Good save by Taylor. And the penalty blown against Birmingham. Hackle, Faulkner. Craig there. Charlesworth now. Australia starting to pressure the England side.
Yes, their trapping has picked up in the last few minutes.
Just as you say that.
Yeah, that happens all the time. But previously, the trapping had picked up a little bit, and they did look a little bit sharper.
Ball up the side. It's Davies to hit in. Now here's Walsh. Ball across. That's out. A hit just outside, so it's taken 5 yards back from the circle. Birmingham.
Australia can put on here.
call for a short corner there. Hazelhurst played well. There was a couple of players there calling for a short corner. Hazelhurst didn't worry about that. He just played on himself and forced another short corner.
Yes, the other players were calling for the penalty corner, and but the umpire let it go, giving Australian Hazelhurst the advantage while he had the ball on his stick.
So what do they do this time? This is Pat Moore. Australia desperately need a goal. England does for that matter, but here's Australia's chance. Hazelhurst draws it around. There's a tackle. Taylor's up. It's a flick. Batch tried to flick it in, but saved by the left half Duffy.
That was a good play by Australia then. That was a good move they put on.
That's probably the best Australia's looked.
That was a good move. Good variation. Hazelhurst running the ball in and drawing out Taylor the keeper then. Either having a shot or slipping it.
So Australia putting it together now. That's Craig. And Charlesworth has the ball. Batch. Back to Charlesworth. Over the side by Duffy. Charlesworth, big hit across. Hazelhurst picks it up. It's a cross, but oh, that was close. Terry Walsh, he scored so many goals like that too.
Yes, deflection goals like that, that's what Terry's is famous for.
Ball across, short, or a quick deflection by Walsh, just missing the left-hand side of the goal.
Australia really mounted some pressure in the last few minutes.
Walsh scored a couple of goals like that in the Olympics.
Yes, he did, yeah. And you can't give Walsh any room at all in the circle.
That's Clift trying to force a penalty, but now it's with Faulkner, the centre half for England. Batch has chopped Hughes out of the game. Ball inside, but Faulkner's there again. Hughes, Faulkner, and penalty Australia. Obstruction. Charlesworth not happy with that. He thought the penalty was taken. The referee blew it to be sent back, but here's Walsh now picking it up just inside the sideline. Walsh came through with it.
I think Walsh was a little unlucky there not to get the hit. He was trying to get the ball.
But he got the hit blown against him. That's Craig. Over to Clark. Clift now gets the penalty, forcing the obstruction. Dodds. Walsh now. Here goes Australia once again. The pressure's on England. Gets it out to Batch. Batch didn't track cleanly, but he's still in possession of the ball. The ball back to Hazelhurst. There could be a shot coming up. Hughes is there to save the day. This is Birmingham. Penalty England. I couldn't pick that one, Brett.
I think it was a third man obstruction, I'm not sure.
Would have had to be.
There were familiar players there. It was highly likely.
Ball to Clift. Doesn't trap cleanly. It's Australia's hit in from the side. Davies. Starting to get the feeling, Greg, it's only a matter of time.
Yes, it is that way now. They've put some, Australia's mounted some very good tacks.
Pat Moore, a break down the left. It's a hit across. Stopped by Clift. Now it's Dodds for England. And he cleans up. Clark to Clift. Clift with the ball now. Pushed down the side. That's Australia's hit in from the side. That's Hazelhurst. But now Birmingham picks it up. Got to find that gap. Still going. It should guess. Penalty to Australia. Grimley not happy with that. He thought the ball was lifted a bit.
Even though Australia haven't scored, it's been a good second half by Australia so far.
Just starting to find their feet in the last 10 minutes. Charlesworth. How can he beat Hughes? Hughes. Tackled by Grimley. Bell now, the Australian captain. It's Batch and a penalty to Batch. Obstruction. Bell. That ball put through. Walsh picks it up. Oh. Walsh did his best. He hit the ground instead of the ball.
He's got a foot behind. I think he broke his wrist, that one.
He's running strongly. He's looking for anything he can pick up. That's Hazelhurst. Chiwani stops the pass. That's Hughes. Grimley. Terrible pass from Grimley, straight onto Bestel's stick. Birmingham now, and a good tackle by Faulkner. England don't get the penalty, and Faulkner's not happy. He thought he was obstructed. Ball back to Dodds.
It's getting to be a very dangerous situation for Australia at the moment because England like to get a breakaway, and Snowden being up the far end, not in the play very much. His concentration can lapse, and England can slot one in very quickly.
Here's Charlesworth. Here's a chance. Here's probably Walsh. Taylor's out quick.
Offside. I think Walsh was offside.
Yes, Walsh called offside.
It's been a good second half by Australia. I think Birmingham's played a little bit deeper in the second half, and it's given more room for the striking forwards to move around.
Terry Walsh seems to be getting a lot more of the ball in the second half, and he's a danger man.
Yes, I think with Birmingham pushing up in the first half very high, and the English defence pushing up high as well, denied Walsh a bit of space to move.
Penalty to Australia in their own half. Number 9, Nick Gordon for England, not 5 yards, so trying to get the penalty again. That's Gordon there. King for Australia. That went straight onto Gordon's foot. Another penalty to Australia. King to take it. No, Davies does. That's a hit straight to Bell. Good hit. Hazelhurst. Break down the left. Here's a chance. And it's a goal to Australia.
Again, with Birmingham pushing up into the forward line and Bell coming across into the centre half position. England were caught ball watching there for a moment, and that just allowed Bell the time to move into the space and pass off to Hazelhurst.
Picked up Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst took it so easy. Plenty of room, took his time, pushed it straight past Taylor. So it's Australia 1, England 0. And now it's England do or die. It's down the right-hand side. It's Clark. That's King trying to force the obstruction, and he gets it. Well, the crowd certainly appreciated that one.
Yes. That was a very good play by Australia then.
Patmore's chasing. He'll have to run, and a dummy by Craig sees the ball go over the back line.
This is a very good play by Australia because quite often that sort of move can catch the opposite side napping, and it most certainly did that time.
That ball lifted straight into King. I think it hit him under the chin or something. He's okay. This time over to Bell. Bell, a quick one through to Walsh. Good deflection by Bell, straight to Walsh. Walsh again. Batch with the ball. Now it's Craig and an attempted tackle by Batch around the back. Dodds. Hazelhurst trying to get the ball back onto the ground. And a good tackle by Shuani. He's away. Here's a break for England. Well recovered by Davies. The penalty against.
Very good blocking tackle in by Bestel. Australia could have been all sorts of trouble then.
Grimley. I was just going to say his tussle with David Bell has been a good one.
Yes, it has.
That time Bell came out on top. Grimley again. Stuffy. Bell again saves the day. Batch. Looks for Bell, he's got him. Terry Walsh picks it up. Lifted up. Walsh doesn't agree.
Placement for Australia. Grant Mittens coming on. Terry Walsh coming off.
So Terry Walsh replaced for Australia. He's had a good game. He's been replaced by Grant Mitten. So Mitten playing centre forward for Australia. Probably disappointing for the crowd to see Walsh go off.
Yes, he's definitely a crowd pleaser, Walsh. He's electrifying when he runs, and he's very dangerous in around the circle.
So number 14 for Australia. The replacement, Terry Walsh, Grant Mitten.
Trelaw's genuine winter sale starts today with terrific money-saving specials. New season's fashion blazers and jackets are half price. Ladies and girls' fashion dresses also half price. Men's fleecy back tops, $10, and boys' gotcha jackets, $15. Ladies' winter nightwear and gowns, less 20%. Men's stunner denim jeans are sensational, $10 a pair. Plus, there's a large selection of top-name bedding, drastically reduced for a quick sale. Trelaw's genuine winter sale starts today with terrific money-saving specials.
Primary or secondary tillage, precise depth control, independent gang suspension, adjustable cutting and convenient transportation. Just a few of the advantages of owning the Steiger tandem offset trail disc plough. Folding to 4.9 metres for easier transportation on the road. This is the plough for today's busy farmer. Ask your Steiger dealer about the Steiger tandem offset trail disc plough.
Your local Steiger dealers, Cornishes, Tamworth, RH Taylor, Curindai, Namoy Valley Implements, Narrabri.
Did you know that the PCCC Electrical Installation Department contracts for all types of electrical wiring? Well, they do. The Peel Cunningham County Council are also electrical wiring specialists who give free advice and quotes on all types of electrical wiring, from domestic wiring jobs to industrial and commercial jobs. Plus, the PCCC's fully equipped service department will fix anything from an extension cord to a microwave oven. If you want a professional job done, call the PCCC. After all, they are the experts.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1984 marks the 40th anniversary in show business of one of the world's most exciting and remarkable entertainers. To commemorate the event, we are proud to announce the release of a magnificent recorded performance, the 40th anniversary of the amazing Liberace. Recorded with the renowned London Philharmonic Orchestra, this 90 minutes of music will leave you breathless. Liberace's 40th anniversary collection, a deluxe 2-record set that captures this musical genius today. From the excitement of Malagueña to Liberace's salute to the legendary George Gershwin, fascinating rhythm. You'll hear the haunting memory. And what great recording would be complete without the waltzes of Johann Strauss Jr. Liberace's 40th anniversary collection, a masterpiece in music from J&B.
It's Cliff. Cliff shouldered by Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst says sorry. Ball now with Dodds. Ball lifted. Australia penalty now. That's Bestel. And deflected off Charlesworth's stick out over the side. Dodds. Dodds has had a good game.
Yes, he has.
Brimley. Through to Hughes. That was a good pass to Hughes.
I think this young English side needs people like Dodds to play well, because he's one of the more experienced English players here. The younger fellows would appreciate him.
Davis recovered well then. He had the ball right on the back line, 2 English players, and he still came out on top. Davies again. That's Mitten. Batch with it now. Overhead, the ball stopped by Dodds. The stick lifted up over his head, so Australia gets the penalty. And Mitten will pass onto his stick. Just missed. I'd say Grant Mitten would be one player that's looking to have a very strong last 10 minutes of this game.
He'd like to, yes. Just then it'll be difficult because he's being a little bit cold, not fully warmed up.
Charlesworth puts one across. Saved by Faulkner for England. England should get the penalty. Clift now. Ball put through. Gordon won't catch it. It's too fast once again. Speed of this surface. Hit from the side now for Australia. Gordon picks it up for England. Beats King. Puts it across now. And stopped by Bestel. Good save by Bestel. Because right behind him is the left wing for England, Martin Brimley. The deflection would have been a goal. Hazelhurst gets Australia out of a bit of trouble. Patmore forces obstruction, but now they're right out of trouble.
Hazelhurst back there relieving the pressure for Australia.
He's playing good in his game today, Hazelhurst.
Hazelhurst had a very good second half. The first half was very difficult for anyone to sort of shine because the margin was just so tight.
Here's Patmore. That's across to Charlesworth. Charlesworth to Batch the ball. Not a bad one. Batch just couldn't handle it. Someone described to me the other day that said you'll never have any trouble picking Peter Hazelhurst. He's always the guy that looks lazy on the field, but I don't agree with that today,
No,
especially in the second half.
Hazelhurst had a very good work rate today.
That's a hit by Craig. Davies leaves it. Hit from the side, right in the far corner. King. Birmingham. That's Faulkner for England. Strong game too. He's controlled that centre of the field pretty well, Faulkner. Charlesworth dragged it back a bit too far. They all appeal for the penalty and they get it. Fifth, but Patmore picks it up. Oh, well, good sorry, that was Clark. Good counter tackle by Clark. Sharani appealing for a penalty there, but it wasn't on. The ball was too far ahead.
It really makes you think that England are playing for a draw right from the very start, because since that goal from Australia, England have really upped the tempo and they've started to move the ball quite well in the last few minutes.
They want that one goal back. Birmingham. Colin Batch has had some bad balls today. That one again too far away from him. Had to go back for him. I don't think he's had a ball all day straight onto his stick.
No, normally on the wet artificial surface he would maybe dive for some of those. On this the sandfield surface, maybe a little bit reluctant to lunge to the ball.
Skip knees are quite easy to get at this. King again taking the hit. That's Bestel. Good play, Bestel. Charlesworth. Just the penalty used, and that's Bell, the Australian captain, who must be pretty happy at this stage. And that was offside, Batch offside.
They're playing a very straight line defence, the English side. And I've caught Australia quite a few times today. You know, sneaking up a little bit too high.
Charlesworth got himself in some trouble then. And again, England appealing for the penalty. Offside again. That time it was Mitten. Dodds for England. Clift. And a replacement for England. The replacement, John Shaw on for Nick Clark. Now where's Shaw going to go? Number 12. Here's a chance. That's Patmore. He's only got Taylor to beat if he can drag it around him, but great save by Taylor.
Fine save by Taylor.
And out with the stick, and Patmore just didn't see the ball. He's there 1 second, gone to the next. That's Patmore again. The ball's across, but it's pretty safe. That's Duffy. Craig. Birmingham with a bit of a chance. England with the ball now. In fact, I'm just trying to pick the player that John Shaw did replace because Nick Clark is still out there. No, it was Nick Clark. That's Gordon out on the wing. With the ball now, Patmore. Patmore trying to work his way around. He finds Birmingham. It's across to Davies, but a great save by Craig, the fullback. Come out with a backstick tackle. Now the ball, that's Clift on the right wing. And I think, do you think Snowden meant to leave that, Greg?
I think he meant to leave it, but I don't think he was quite sure those two players were so close to him.
They only needed a touch and it was a goal. The ball hit in from outside the circle, but no one touched it from England inside the circle. So that's
2.5 minutes to go. Could have been hard on for Australia to peg back.
Here's Batch, and the ball's given to Mitten. Mitten should cross. He does, but picked up by Faulkner. Faulkner to Craig. Now it's with Hazelhurst. Onto the foot. Duffy, the short corner's given. Just go, that replacement, definitely now. John Shaw has gone on for Nick Gordon. Clift has gone to right wing. John Shaw at right inner. Clark and Gordon look very similar. Short corner now, Pat Moore. To hit out, Australia sorting things out. I think they quite know what they're doing at the moment. It's Hazelhurst going for the stick stop. Charlesworth, cross. Birmingham, another stick stop. King tried to have a hit, but it didn't work. And now it's with John Shaw. Shaw still with it. Attempted tackle by Birmingham. He gets a penalty against him. That's Clark. That's Clift. Clift tries to beat Davey, pushed it a bit too far. Davies placed safely. Game drawing to an end. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. It's Pat Moore. Australia get the hit from the side. All Australia has to do now is play safely. Keep the ball in the middle of the field. Keep control of it. Batch now. They're not content in keeping the ball in the middle of the field. They want another goal. 50 seconds. Duffy hit from the side. Dodds. England desperately after that goal. Not long to go. But Hazelhurst has it. Birmingham. Charlesworth. Patmore. Be a shame now, Greg, for Australia to go down.
Oh, it would be, yes. They've played a very good second half, the Australian side.
Go down but draw. It's been a good second half. Crowd now counting down. We're down to 10 seconds. And that's it. The first test match of the Esanda Hockey Series. Australia 1, England 0. So the final score in the first test match of the Esanda Hockey Series, Australia 1, England 0, here at Tamworth's artificial surface field. Greg, probably Australia a little bit lucky. They're just lucky they had that good 15-minute spell in the second half.
I wouldn't say lucky. Australia were in control of the game most of the time, but very fortunate to score the goal, and they did, but they had a little bit of trouble sort of putting one in the back of the net in the first half because it was so tight and the marking was quite fierce in the first half.
All the same, England could be disappointed that they didn't get that one goal back. It was just really that 15 minutes of pressure from Australia in that second half.
Yes, it was a lot of pressure there from the Australian side. It's not surprised that it did go in. I thought Australia could have gone in, say, 3 or 4 times in that 15 minutes. It was a good effort by them to just to go one up in a series like this.
I thought a feature was England's defence. I didn't really think much about their attack, but the defence seemed to be very strong.
The defence was tidy. They marked very tight and quite strong in their defence, physically strong in their defence. In the second half, when Australia played a little more open in the midfield area, it gave Walsh more room to move and Hazelhurst more room to move, and that really sort of upset the English defence because they couldn't mark as tight.
Greg, once again, thanks for joining us, and that's about it from the Tamworth Riverside artificial hockey surface. The first test match in the Esanda Hockey Series, Australia 1, England 0. And on behalf of the 9-8 crew, Greg and myself, thanks very much for joining us. Goodbye.